without separating this livestock from agriculture, we will not go. Look at animals. They move from one place to another. Most of the animals around the rural areas, they go to Nyani, how to call it, they go to Nyamina. Why they go there? Because of water. No drinking points for these animals, and food. So therefore they must go. And when they move, Honorable Speaker, it's an advantage to those communities because of their remains. When they are there, it will add values to our farms. But when they move to other areas, it is those people that will benefit. But when they have enough water, enough food, the people there also can use those remains as a form of fertilizer. No drinking points for those animals. And livestock assistance is very few in this country. Very few. I don't know what the ministry is doing to train more livestock assistants so that when there are serious cases of outbreak of disease, those people can easily help those farmers. And it is mentioned in the reports, Honorable Speaker, it is mentioned that there are 8 projects. And those projects, the project which is very, very, very important, that is small ruminants. And we are told that that projects, they should do certain things at those places. We want an update of that small ruminant project, at what level they are. But that does not feature in this report. You see, a report should be well informed, because that is the report that I will be talking to you without saying you. But if the report is not well informed, you will not know. That will make us to ask so many questions. Honorable Speaker, I want to move to health, which is also a very important health thing in the Gambia and all over. We know there are so many issues in our health centers. Personnel is an issue. Even sometimes drugs is an issue. You go to other areas. Let's say you go to Bansang or you go to Karantaba. You go to Karantaba, they said, they only prescribe, they said they don't have that drug. Where are you going? When there is, pharmacy, correct pharmacies there, where are you going? Around here, you have a lot of pharmacies here. And you have a lot of private clinic. You can go. But at the rural areas, those ones are not there. So I think we have to look at these issues critically. Honorable Speaker, all this suffering is the rural people. All this suffering that we are talking about here is with the rural people. I think it's high time now, at least the government look at the rural people. At least upgrade those health centers. Like Karantaba. People, if they are from Medina, maybe they go to Karantaba. If it is instruments are there, it is going to take care of their problems. And very sad, Honorable Speaker, the whole CRR North, there is no major hospital. And I have been saying this over and over, for 5 years and before. the whole CRR North, no major hospital. No major hospital. I will not, no major hospital. You come with a point of order, but observation, no, forget about that. Okay, now, in the report, we talk about, Honorable Speaker, I'm the chair. I'm the chair. I'm on the floor. That means I'm the chair. I'm on the floor. If I don't excuse it, no. Honorable Speaker, in the report, we talk about community ambulance. Nobody can distract me. Whatever I want to say, I will say. Community ambulance. Honorable Speaker, this community ambulance, they came up with obstacles. We are told that fuel is a constraint. Salaries for the drivers are constraints. And even there are communities, they have their own ambulance. If the ministry cannot provide an ambulance for them, but those communities have their own ambulance, I think they should look at those communities are paying their drivers, they are putting fuel for themselves and even maintenance. I think they should look at least and say, now, let us at least take some for them. Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, what I have before me, that's what I will look at. Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the other thing that I want to look at is basic and secondary education. We know education is the key to success. A better education moves the country forward. The partners are doing a lot in Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. It has featured in the report. They build a lot of schools, a lot of toilets, and we must thank our GTU CCU. They are also building staff quarters for the teachers. One school in Bolibana that was built by the GTU CCU. We must thank them. And, Honorable Speaker, our committee, we went round. That was during the 5th legislature. We went round to see.
Honorable member.
We went round to see some of these schools.
Honorable member, our committee.
Huh?
Our committee. We committee.
That education, I'm talking about education.
No.
Because already,
Honorable member, don't argue.
You are not the chair, please. You are not the chair. Let the chair talk. No, you are not the chair.
Honorable member, please don't entertain side talks. And when you talk about, honorable member, please, don't entertain side talks. As people tell you observation, just ignore them and continue if you don't want to. 2, when you talk about my committee, tell people which one is your committee.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I believe when I started, I said Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. I don't want repetition to say education, education. You must follow the pattern of my speech. When I started, I said agriculture, from agriculture, I said health, from health, I said education.
Honorable member,
the pattern of my speech.
You have done a lot of repetition here as you are speaking. We never commented. What I'm saying is, when you are talking to people, let them understand you. Say my committee, education committee or agricultural committee. You may be talking on one thing and then you go to another one. Please, it's a simple thing.
No. Follow the pattern of my speech. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Any topic, before going to it, I'll mention the ministry that I am going to dwell on it. So I don't want anybody to take me back to say, which ministry? Thank you.
Honorable member, please.
Thank you.
Can you take a seat?
I'm going forward.
Yeah, no, just sit down, please. You were just interjected here, honorable member, and you call yourself the chairman because you are taking the floor, so that nobody can challenge you when you are on the floor. Respect others also, who, as speaker, I am overseeing the operations here today. So if I tell you something, it's not distraction. I just want everybody is on the same level, people to be informed, no assumption or whatever. It's very simple to say, my committee, education committee, because it does not necessarily mean when you are on an issue, that issue is specific to that education committee alone, education alone. That's just for your information. Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My education committee, Honorable Speaker, during the 5th legislature, our education committee, we went around on a tour to look at some of these facilities, where some of these teachers are staying. Honorable Speaker, if you see where some of them are staying in classrooms, horrible places. Honorable Speaker, I think that alone, Honorable National Assembly members, you know, during the 5th legislature, we once allocated 100 million to agriculture. I think this time, yes.
Honorable Speaker, point of order.
May we hear the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, point of order, standing order 30 clause 1.
Honorable Speaker, we can't hear him.
Allow
please.
me to read my point of order, please, honorable members. Debate upon any motion or amendment to a motion or upon any bill, part of a bill or amendment to a bill shall be relevant thereto, except in the case of motion for debate on the adjournment of the Assembly. Honorable Speaker, the members should confine to the State of Nation address of the President. They should not be going out of this. Please, otherwise they're taking the time of the Assembly. Thank you so much.
It's noted. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I'm talking about the staff quarters. What?
Allow the Speaker to rule first.
Yeah, I must acknowledge that the President spoke about, in his address, he talked about education. I think the only relevance is he is taking us back to the previous legislature. Yeah, I think he's just making examples, probably, but the issue is the current situation, past and present. You can continue.
Thank you. That is, we allocated certain amounts to agriculture. This time, I want us to allocate the same amount to education so that we can fix these problems. More staff quarters for the teachers. Because if we want better education, those who are delivering education, they must have free mind. They must stay comfortably. If they don't stay comfortably, how can they go and deliver? They will never. So therefore, we have to consider that. And also, Honorable Speaker, in the report, I don't see where the schools, if you look at some of the schools, water is a serious problem in some of the schools. Even furniture is a problem. in some schools. These are all issues that the schools are facing. We are saying that, Honorable Speaker, the results are poor. But we may ask ourselves, if you see the results are poor, mostly schools at the rural areas. Because most of these teachers that are handling these subject areas, especially mathematics and English, is a problem. Some of those teachers, they don't want to go to those schools. So these up-country schools, they suffer. This is why the students there, they cannot make it up. And even, other equipments in those schools are not available. Things that are available here are not available in the upper rural areas. Okay? Honorable Speaker, I now move to higher education. Honorable Speaker, I refer you to the report, page 23, number 10. Because of the need for skills development programs, the Julangel and Mansakonko skill centers will intensify training efforts in this area. Both are fully operational in URR and LRR. To boost this, to revitalize Ndemban and Kanilai skill centers in West Coast will begin operation soon. Honorable Speaker, to me, what I'm looking at this report, it reminds me of something else also. Section 30, right to education. It means still now our region, CRR not. How many skill centers are there? How many? Since colonial time up to now, how many skill centers? And this section is saying right to education. At all level. And if you look at the whole region in this country, there are skill centers, Honorable Speaker, where youths can go and learn skills. CRR not nowhere. Most of our youths, they want to go and learn skills, but all of them cannot come here simply because of accommodation. So I think it's need for government at least to look at two areas, one in Same, one in Panchang. Yes. So that those around here can easily come to Same. There is a place, there is a camp. It's just that higher education and Ministry of Transport, they can see each other and discuss how they can transform that camp to a skill center. The camp is there. And even in Panchang, I'm sure if they face them, they will give them a land. So that those around area can also come up. Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I now move to petroleum and energy. In the report, the rural and electric expansion project, it is going on, and we are told in the report that by 2025, it will be universal. It means everybody will be access to electricity. And in that one also, if you look at the past report, it has stated the level where they are. But this year, they don't tell us at what stage they are, which district they are, which region they are. It is not stated here. They just say that 685 communities. Where? Which region? That's why I said a report should be well informed. At least if you stated the region, one can understand, yes, it's this region. Honorable Speaker, I move to Office of the Vice President, National Disaster Management Agency. We all know disaster, it must happen. So I think this body, we should try and create a budget line for disaster. Why I say that? Anytime a disaster occurs, before they respond, it takes time. Before they respond, it takes time. Everything is put on centralized. Before you have that, it takes time. You go on so many protocols. And when people are suffering, why not we say this amount is for disaster, so that when it comes, the people can easily go and do their expenses on it. Honorable Speaker, 30% increment also is mentioned. Yes, I said it here. When this 30%, we are approving it, I said it here. It doesn't help. It helps only those who are, receiving high. But the low earners, it doesn't help them. What we need is to restructure our salary. Honorable Speaker, let me move to transport, works and infrastructure. There are so many roads that are under construction. In fact, during the 5th legislature, we visited Hakalang. But Hakalang, there is nothing mentioned about what percentage Hakalang is. Roads at Kauru, those ones are not in fact mentioned. Nyanija, they are not mentioned. And those ones, we approve them here in this parliament. We don't know at the level of implementation of those roads. Sankandi to Karantaba also, they have already laid the foundation stones. At what level now? Honorable Speaker, let's look at page 39 of the report, page 39. Page 39, number 11. The ferry service play a vital role in linking the North Bank and South Banks, although ferry service crossing remain challenging. In the year under review, the Ferry Service Authority moved Banjul-Bara route service and restore Barajali ferry service, and continue to paralyze Bustown crossing point. Very serious. When I saw this report, I was very sad. It means this ministry, they don't know Bustown crossing point. Very sad. How many patients die at that crossing point? How many people die there? It's a very sensitive crossing point, Honorable Speaker. The only major hospital, Bansang, people must cross that route. It is in a very serious situation as I am speaking to you, Honorable Speaker. And that crossing point is not mentioned. It seems the ministry did not know what is happening there. I want to know what is their plans towards that crossing point. It's very serious. They should do something to fix problems there. For colonial days, our people are pulling, and we are still pulling. There was a time when the election is just about to begin. They brought a motor ferry there. Of a sudden, they move it. I don't know where it is now. I don't know where did they move it. I don't know. I don't know where they move it. You are not working. You are not the ministry, please.
May I observe you, Honorable?
No, please. You see, they should fix, Honorable Speaker. It's the only referral hospital there. Honorable Speaker, let me look at the legal sector. It is mentioned, the president said he wants to craft a new constitution. 116 million was spent on the draft. And now they said they want to craft a new constitution to spoil our resources again. Because this draft, remember, Honorable Speaker, they went around all the country. They went up to Europe, abroad, to take people's views about the Constitution. They came up with this draft. It is people's voices. Our people said they want our country to be run like this. It is from our people. And we rejected. The National Assembly members rejected it, where I am part of it, because I cannot exclude myself. I cannot exclude myself, because Parliament is about number. It's about number. Even though I reject it. During my liberation, I said, I want the draft constitution to come, even if I say that. But many people say that they don't want the draft. Many people say that.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. No, it's not about you.
Who is with the point of order? Yes, member for Woolly East. Can we hear the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, I refer members to clause 33 of the standing orders. It said it shall be out of order. Sorry, not that one. It's clause 29, 5. No, not that also. I made a mistake. But what Honorable, where is that? That clause. That clause. Yes. Wait, Honorable. It's me who is making my order. It's 17F. 17F, behavior of members. While a member is speaking, all other members shall remain silent and shall not make any unseemly interruption. We must allow the member to make his deliberation, so that when you come to make your deliberation, nobody will interrupt you. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for citing.
Honorable Member. Yeah, I think the Honorable Member is right. Let's allow members to express their views on the issue. If you have a different view, you will take the floor and you come out with your view. And if you want to observe and the member still does not sit down, please keep quiet. Please, Honorable Member, can you continue?
I want to observe you, please.
Honorable Member, you can continue.
Very much, Honorable Speaker. I know people who said, I want to observe you. I know they are going to say something which is going to be...
Honorable Member, can you just take the floor?
So, those who are...
Don't create more dialogue.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I'm still on my feet. What I'm saying is that so much amount was spent on the draft. That's my opinion. Why you said you want to craft a new constitution again. Let us look at the draft one and come to terms and save money for the country. You want to tell me that you want to go back again, consult people? Why that? I think we should not allow that. Let them bring the draft. And we look at it. The things that we don't want, we compromise. You see? But a new one, it's left to them and all of us. Honorable Speaker, it's the same constitution. Ministry of Land, Local Government, and Religious Affairs. When you look at their report, they also talk about Local Government Act 2022. It's the same law. Because what is in the Constitution is the same law that is in their act. Look at. And when you look at, Honorable Speaker, Section 25 of the Constitution, everybody have right to be in any political party that you want. Everybody have right. Why should you dismiss somebody because of you are not in the same political party with him or her? You are violating the Constitution, 1997 Constitution. You are violating it. Our chiefs, our alcalos, they are not free because they are appointed by somebody. And it is only this house that can save them. Only this house can save them. This country needs good laws. We want good laws so that you and I can move freely, can make best choices. No, it's crazy. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we need to change this country. Okay, it's the same Local Government Act when you look at it. All of us here, we, the National Assembly members, if we serve for 2 consecutive terms, 10 years, you are entitled to a pension. When the councillors, the ward councillors are not entitled to pension, it is not in their act. This is why when they bring it, you know, the executive, they are doing what they're supposed to do. Anything before it is passed, it must come to this assembly. We should look at the interests of our people, not the interests of any other person. Interior, Honorable Speaker, we all know security is an important instrument. Even all of us here, we need guides. This country is not safe, Honorable Speaker. It's not safe. The way things are moving. You should know when to go out. It happens to current minority leader. Our time, somebody came to the assembly and attacked him. You think that people are not looking at you? People are looking at you. You also, when ministers have security, why not National Assembly members? You need security. You need security. That person came and attacked him. And we are here, we said, yes, don't look security. Be very careful, Honorable Speaker. This is why, and when we look at our stations, especially those at the upcountry, We always been hearing armed robbery, armed robbery. How can our security can easily access to those culprits? They must have mobility. This is a constraint for them. They don't have mobility. Most of the police stations, they don't have good place to stay much more mobility. Go to 𝒂𝒂𝒏 and see how those people are struggling. No mobility. When armed robbery came there, how can they reach there? They have no mobility. You know, Honorable Speaker, we have to prioritize. We have to prioritize. This is why I'm saying anything that comes, it is the rural people that are suffering. Here you can take tax. But rural area, where are you going to take tax? A taxi. Where are you going to take a taxi? Where? Those places should have mobility, Honorable Speaker. We are tired of saying this constraint over and over. At least, when we see a mobility at Sarangai, a mobility at 𝒂𝒂𝒏, a mobility at other stations, we can say, yes, now, the state is now responding to our needs. But when they are saying, yes, we want to maintain peace and stability, how can we maintain peace and stability when you are not mobile? And, Honorable Speaker, when you look at page 55, number 8, it's talking about fire. And again, I'm coming back again, for the same region. For the same region, CRR North, no fire station. For the same region, from Balangar up to Sametenda, no fire station. And there is always fire outbreak that nearly burn people's houses. When there is fire disaster, they manage on their own, which also needs to be looked at. Honorable Speaker, I'm just about to conclude. When you look at the President's conclusion stage, number 10, he talks about, number 10, page 62. If you look at it, page 10, page 62, number 10, where he is talking about the function of the a National Assembly member, our function. He's talking about it. If you go through it, you will see it. That is oversight, representation, and legislation. And we must be firm on those things. When we are firm on those things, the whole Gambia is relying on us. When we fail, the whole country will fail. This is why each and every one of us here, you think our people are not looking at us. Our people are looking at us. How can you tell me to wrap up when you take people's time? When he was here, I did not tell him to wrap up, and he's telling me to wrap up. But yeah, what I'm saying, I'm about to conclude. Now does not mean that I'm wrap up. I'm coming. Okay? Honorable Speaker, it's the same page, page 62, number 11. It's talking about peace. How we can maintain peace in our consequences, in the Gambia, and everywhere. And Honorable Speaker, I will say this. What I saw in this parliament on Wednesday, I have never seen that. The 5 years that I was here, I have never seen that. And I will mention it. And if at all we want peace, We should not allow that. Why we call here National Assembly? It does not belong to any political party. It's national. They don't say NPP, they don't say UDP, they don't say any other party. I saw Yai Compins in one of our committee room holding a meeting. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. And it is from NPP. Yes? Yes. I saw them.
Point of order.
No.
Stop that allegation.
I saw them.
No, but that's not true.
Point of order.
Please.
Hold up.
Honorable, can I observe you?
No, please. Let me just wrap.
Restrict yourself.
I saw it with their these things, written it on it. I entered in one of the committees. There are witnesses here who saw it. And if at all, if we want to turn here to a political party, you have meeting here. Another political party also have meeting here. What peace are we calling for? What peace are we calling for? We are not calling for any peace. So we want peace. This country belongs to all of us. If I want, I can be in any party. We all have our bureaus. We all have our political places. Let us go and do it there. And please, let us leave the assembly. Normally, when there are this kind of address, nation's address, those who normally organize it is the National Assembly and the security. The National Assembly and the security. But this year, what happened? I have never seen it. And let's make a stop to it. It is in me, if I don't say it, you know. So this is why I have to say it. Because we want to bring peace. Honorable Speaker, number 12. You know, we are National Assembly members. And we are leaders. As a leader, whatever you are saying, say something that will bring peace. Say something that will bring peace. Because our people, they listen to us. We educate them.